Let's talk about Salandit and why only females can evolve. This is Salandit. It's a fire poison type, and it lives in dry, rocky areas and sometimes often volcanic ones. So think of the same kind of habitats that bearded dragons or leopard geckos inhabit, and those are both really common pet lizards, so maybe you could have a pet Salandit too. Their red coloration is a great example of aposematic coloring, and this is an anti-predator defense. So if a predator comes up and wants to try and eat Salandit, it can flash this bright red tail and scare it off, and this suggests that Salandit is either toxic or poisonous or venomous, or in this case it could set you on fire. The most common example is think of poison dart frogs that are brightly colored because they're highly poisonous, and predators realize that because of aposematic coloring. These little mask and handkerchief ties make it look like Salandit is wearing a mask to kind of embody that bandit vibe it's giving off, I guess, but I think it's also important for thermoregulation. Like real life lizards, we see that Salandit like to thermoregulate and bask in the sun to raise their internal body temperature. This is important to increase their metabolism and make them overall more active, and you see this in modern day reptiles, look at turtles and lizards and alligators out basking in the sun. I think these little things, if they need to warm up, they can turn them broadside to the sun so that they get more surface area, or if they need to cool down, they can turn them the other way and hope that wind rushes past them to increase convection. Now the reason that only female Salandits evolve into salazzle is because these ones just extort all of the males around them for their extra food and prey. So kind of think like a honeybee society, you got the queen bee and then you got all your little workers that bring in the resources. Somewhat similar to this, although I don't think that these have the same social society. Instead, they have a polyandrous mating system, meaning that one female mates with multiple males. This isn't super common in the real world, but it does happen, and it happens in reptiles, although most of them are tortoises. This system develops or evolves because it allows females to control the genetic diversity of their offspring. If they're having lots of males contribute their genetic material into the babies or into the next generation of Salandit, the salazzle can ensure that there's a lot of genetic diversity by mating with a lot of males. And also the extra nutrition allows it to reach this larger size in this advanced stage. So maybe if we were to manipulate the hormones and the diet of male Salandit, maybe we can get some kind of male evolution for them.